Hello, everyone. It's Redliner. This is week 16. We are 11-3. Washington is 4-10. The playoff picture looks like this. We're number one seed. Dallas Cowboys number two seed. That would be fatal. 12 gauge. If you're interested in joining our next league, please let us know, and we'll get you hooked up with that. 49ers are taken, and Dallas Cowboys are taken. But that is that. And we'll get started here. As we speak, I'm playing this game, and Fatal's playing his game. He's the Dallas Cowboys. I believe he got Philadelphia Eagles this week.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
But this should be a cakewalk for us, but those are the ones we usually lose.
It's a special Saturday edition of the
So,
NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers.
Price did a good job, didn't he? Last week.
The holiday
We
season
get the
is
ball
upon
first.
us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by
Start
the
off
third
what?
overall pick
Run,
for the
pass,
2021
what?
draft
What do you think?
out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern.
Nice
then you got
job.
The Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally,
Good job
the Bucs
there.
and Cardinals
Hell
at
yeah.
20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. First down, here's Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Niners at 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Lance. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's
Good job, Ray.
25-yard line. The good pick
Good
up
catch,
there,
buddy.
20 yards. They run over center with Mitchell.
Yeah, he
And
thought
can
he was going to
only
make me
manage to
break
get
it
a
loose.
couple.
So,
2nd and 8 coming up. The
oh,
last run
motherfucker.
got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this
Good job, guys.
afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
that was a hell of a kick right there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 21 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. There again is Thomas.
He got clocked, though.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Wentz shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Oh,
He's
fuck
got a little
me.
daylight. Touchdown,
All right.
Washington.
Oh, my bad.
Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing
Walking around with
touchdown on the
coverage.
year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All right.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Hell yeah, we're
A
tied.
7-play, 80-yard drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. He's got room at the 30.
I
Down
do that
the
shit
left
too.
sideline. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap,
Yeah.
especially on the first few plays of any series.
That was a nice
And
play.
a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Yeah, he got all that.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers,
Damn
now
it,
you go over
dude.
the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They still need about
Do
the
it again,
length of the
motherfucker.
football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Gibson toss right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I'm in a little trouble with them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first
That's
down.
going to the left. I bet you money on it.
Gibson again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. As that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Thank you, defense.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance. And Kittle catching the slant. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Hell yeah.
17 more yards on
good
that
time
one as they keep the drive rolling.
Run,
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Come on, boys. I thought for sure he'd return that
down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the Players. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down.
You don't like
now,
the way
here's
this one's
2nd
starting.
down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll find some room to get
Big old
this
fat
up to
man
about
almost
the
got me
14.
back there.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drill 52. Green Jack.
Shotgun now for Lance. On the move to his left. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 10 cycle. Let's go.
Throwing now is Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown.
I don't think that was a touchdown.
Go coast to coast and finish the drive.
I mean,
off
that's
with
my
6
team, but I
points.
don't think it was a touchdown. I'd see it on that one. It's loose there. Oh, maybe it was a touchdown. It was a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point.
I heard it bouncing around, though.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to connect with Dotson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go. It's Gibson.
He got
This
it.
time he is
He finally.
Antonio Gibson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the
He
game.
needed that.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 46
Hell
yards.
yeah, dude.
It's a great throw right there. And really, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
No, he wasn't.
Did he keep those feet in bounds?
No,
That's
he
the
wasn't.
question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real.
It's fine, though.
So that challenge, a successful one. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green.
Lance now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Throwing on first down is Lance. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead.
I'd never go deep with him.
Of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
Hell yeah.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now.
They get the ball at halftime, I believe.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz.
They don't trust them very much, do they?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
We're in playoff mode.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put
Holy
together
shit,
a touchdown
dude.
drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to 1,000 yards.
Trying to set up a interception here.
Wentz now on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Damn it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back to the ground with Gibson. To about the 26 here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw as well.
Hell yeah.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
We'll give you 3. Puts us up by 15 still. That'll work.
Sly able to put this one through.
I
and that'll
dove
get
too
the
early.
deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From his end zone, Wilson. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yards. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
He got it.
He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Lance. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes
Have I threw an
teams get
interception?
too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of
I
them.
don't think so.
And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they needed. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Why are you in here all night?
As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Should we just do an overload blitz, see what we can do?
Get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete to Dotson.
I mean, that was...
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wentz now to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Wentz and Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
All right, we're ready now. Tighten up my defense up.
Now Wentz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Didn't get very
Well, it
far.
looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly.
I think you'd almost go for it right there, being fucking that far down, huh?
And it'll be a 36-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
Well, I guess I'm wrong.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
32.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead. And now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
First down, here's Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to McLeod. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone.
He didn't go down.
Elijah Mitchell.
It acts like he was, but he didn't.
Out, and the 49ers are able to extend their lead in
Good
the final
shit.
seconds of this 3rd quarter. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gold with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they
Come on,
can't
come
score
back
here.
there. Come on.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
Oh, I missed him.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Washington on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz going to throw. And that one off the mark.
What that was intentional grounding.
Ball
Shit.
on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Pick
And
six.
into the
Hell
end
yeah.
zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Holy shit.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's
Yeah,
just
it
kind
was.
of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take
that's
chances,
terrible.
and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
I almost had that one,
be
too.
crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He rifles one.
There
It's
it is again.
intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone.
Oh,
A
wow.
pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I was ready for a
Well,
playoff.
CD, you understand what they were thinking there, obviously. They're down big, just looking for anything to grasp onto. But what happens is they throw the pick 6, the lead gets even bigger, and that kind of feels like the exclamation mark on a very impressive victory here.
And that's where you can see things really start to snowball, right? A lot of mistakes being
Yeah, I don't
made.
think
They're
there's a
down
chance
big.
they're
Now
going
they're
to
trying
come
to get
back.
back into it. That gives those defenders more opportunities to take advantage of even more errant throws and extend this big lead.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Not my fault.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
You have no business
down.
up there, son.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Wentz again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
They're going.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
Oh, I missed him.
Samuel.
I missed him.
Touchdown, Washington.
That's all right.
Samuel, 40 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time
Think
for them
on
to
like
get
kick.
off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because as you
That's
know,
weird,
this
kind
is
of
their
weird,
chance
strange. You don't
to
think?
pile on the stats.
Think
If
you'd
they got their
onside kick
way,
it?
They try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And
Getting
up
that
to
low
about
that
the
far down?
26-yard line, just across the 25.
You're trying to get the ball back, wouldn't you?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking
2 more
for here,
games
Charles.
left.
The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Dude, you knocked me down.
Play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, I'll go
They
for
picked
it.
up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On the set. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage.
knew you
before
had
he's
nothing
brought down
stopping.
at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
Boy, he trips over
A
shit.
gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And across the chalk.
Fuck yeah, that was a nice run, huh?
49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell.
They got nothing for us.
21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth
70
quarter.
to 30.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
50 fucking point lead, dude.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That is crazy.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
How do you lose, dude, and you have 444 yards?
To hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession.
Like that, I guess.
38-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week.
Right.
Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Just 2
Should I
minutes
try
remaining
score
here in
or
the
should
fourth
I?
quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er
boring
football
game.
here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Mitchell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Lance on the bootleg. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Hasn't missed all season, I don't think.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually
73 to 30
so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Oh, yeah, it's so dialed in.
Now Wentz. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, it's Wentz. There's Samuel adding to his big game. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.
Yeah.
I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Hell yeah, huh? Let's see what we got here. I'm 12-3 and they're 10-4. Hell yeah, that'll work. Raiders next, I think. Let's see if score is. Yeah, it's one, huh? Hell yeah. Make sure. Yeah, he won 45-19. Hell yeah. I don't know why I'm excited. He's advanced a week. Force advancing. What he up to? All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. Catch you on the next league. Oh yeah. Have a blessed night.